नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. So inshallah, once again, with the mercy of extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are gathered here. So today inshallah we are going to look at ayah number 108, and it starts like this. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Am turiduna an tas'alu rasulakum كما سئل موسى من قبل ومن يتبدل الكفر بالإيمان فقد ضل سواء السبيل. أم تريدون, or do you wish, an, that, tas'alu, you ask, rasulakum, your messenger, kama, as suila, was asked, Musa min qabl, before, from before, and waman, and whoever, yatabaddalil kufra, exchanges the disbelief with the faith, faqad, so certainly, dalla, he went astray from sawa as-sabil, the evenness of the way. Or do you intend to ask your messenger as Moses was asked before? And whoever exchanges faith for disbelief has certainly strayed from the soundness of the way. क्या तुम ये चाहते हो कि अपने पैगंबर से इसी तरह के सवाल करो जिस तरह के सवाल पहले मूसा से किए गए थे, और जिस शख्स ने ईमान छोड़कर इसके बदले कुफर लिया वो सीधे रास्ते से भटक गया. So far so good. Did you get the sense of the ayah? What is this saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So let's quickly take a look at the three parts of speech, like the ism, harf, and the fail. So will consider a harf. Similarly, an we will be put it in the category of harf. Turiduna is a what?
Fi'l mudari.
Fi'l
فعل
mudari.
مضارع.
Tas'alu fi'l mudari, right? This is a verb. And rasulakum
Murakkab izafi.
murakkab izafi. Kama will be jar majroor, and su'ila is also a verb. Musa is a noun.
No.
Min qabl will be mudaf ilayh, a special kind of
Min.
mudaf.
Okay.
Min qabl, right?
Min is not harf.
Is harf, but it's a harf jara. So qabl is a special kind of mudaf. So you can call it jar majroor.
Okay.
We can call it jar majroor. Waman is also harf. Yatabaddalil kufra. So this is the
Mudari.
verb.
فعل ماضي.
This is
فعل
a fi'l madhi and a fi'l mudari.
Yeah.
Yatabaddal. Right? This is yatabaddal.
يا
And al
يتبدل.
kufra is the ism. Iman is
Yes.
ism. Faqad is also we use for this is the
No.
taqid, harf taqid,
Taki.
and it's used for madhi. So dalla is madhi. Sawa as sabil is we will call it sifa mausuf, right? Let's see if this is sifa mausuf or not, or this is looks like a murakkab izafi. Yeah. Okay. So before we jump into the grammar, what can you tell me about turiduna? Any show of hands, or anybody interested to tell me? Everybody said, or most of you said, this is fi'l mudari, right? Now, is this jama or singular or musanna?
جمع.
Jama.
This is jama. Very good. Okay. What about the gender?
Masculine.
Una.
Masculine. Una. Okay,
هنا
masculine.
يا masculine.
And what person is it? Third person, second person?
Third
Second.
person.
Second person, right? Okay. So
Yeah.
if I ask you that, give me the root letters, so what will be your guess? So you know how we have you have reaction.
Rayada.
Ra, ya, da. Okay, so most of you are saying, or two of you are saying ra, ya, and dal. Any other guesses?
Ra wa dal.
Ra wa dal. Okay, very good. Anyone else?
Yadu. Ye dal wow.
Okay, then what happened to the ra?
Salam alaikum.
Yeah.
brother.
Yes, Sister Homa. Yes.
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
think it might have alif at the beginning, uridu.
No, no. Uridu will be I want. I wish. Turiduna is second person, so it's do you
Yeah.
wish.
Ra
Right?
ya dal. Yeah.
Ra ya dal. That's one combination, and one sister says ra wow dal. Okay. So imagine if there is wow in the root letters, then we are dealing with weak verbs. Yes. And the weak verbs has certain rules. And one way to identify them, that in this one, the wow is without any haraka. Yeah. But the previous letter has the dhamma. So this is inshallah, when I show it to you, you'll find out that this is ra, wow, and dal. Those are the root letters. Okay. Okay. What about tasalu? Who can tell me about tasalu?
Sa'ala.
Okay, it's a fail mudare. Okay, sa'ala is good, but tasalu is second person and is fail al mudare. Correct, Sister Homa?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so if this is third person plural, is this supposed to be third person plural? Is supposed to be like
Yes.
tasaluna,
Yes.
Yes.
right? So the noon seems like it's dropped, right?
Yes.
The noon
Yes.
is missing, right? So this is second person. So it should have been tasaluna, yeah, but it becomes antasalu. So the noon is dropped, right? And that is dropped because of this un. Okay. And
Yes.
and then we have to remind ourselves, refresh our memory, that mudare has three flavors: the regular one, the light one, and the lightest one. Yeah. So we
Yes.
have mudare regular, then we have mudare akhaf, and there is also akhaf, and there is one more takhfif. I think I forgot the jargon, but in here, and it also, when it drops the noon, it also makes it nasab. The status is nasab. Okay. So rusulakum. What is rusulakum?
Dafi.
Idafi. Okay, good. So can you please tell me the two components of mudafun ilayh? Which one is mudaf and which one is mudafun ilayh?
Rasul is a mudaf alayh.
Okay, Rasul is mudaf ilayh, then kum is mudaf.
No, it's opposite.
It's opposite. So Rasul is mudaf and kum is mudafun ilayh.
Yes.
Okay. So do you remember the rules of mudaf? Anybody remembers the rule of mudaf?
There
Yes.
is no there is no tanween.
Not
Oh, mashallah, brother Fawad is here.
any status.
Okay, so good. So one rule is that there is no al, there is no tanween, and Sister Homa said it could have any status, right? So looking at Rasulakum, what is the status of Rasul?
Nasab.
That's correct, because Rasul is singular. And so what is the status of Mudafun ilayh?
Majrur.
Jar.
Jar, because Mudafun ilayh is always supposed to be jar. Okay, what are the two conditions we know where like in the case of Mudafun ilayh is always jar, and then there is another condition when the ism is jar. What are those two conditions? So one of them is mudafun ilayh, right? The other one is?
It can have al.
No, the other one is jar majroor, because whenever there is a jar majroor, the ism is always majroor. These are the two conditions that the following noun is always in the status of jar. One, when it is coming after haruf jara, and when it is mudaf ilayh. Yeah. Okay. So if you look at kama, so the letter kaf here is the harf jar. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So after the harf jara, we need to have is ma there. Now, what do we know about this ma? It says kama, as. So what is ma here?
What?
No, I'm saying we have a name for ma, right? Ma has many names. We have ma nafiya, we have ma istafamiya, right? We have ma mausula. You follow? We have ma masdariya.
Yeah.
These are the different kind of ma. In here, this ma will be known as mausula. Yes? Right? And after the mausula, ism mausul, what do we expect? Sila, because cannot come without sila, right? And normally sila is what is a verbal sentence, correct? Yes. So Su'ila Musa min qabl looks like a verbal sentence. Yeah. Su'ila Musa min qabl. Is this look like a verbal sentence to you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Because Su'ila is verb, right? Okay, and it's Madi. That's correct. Now we have to go back. When we are dealing with verbs, we have both kind of verbs. We have the active voice and we have the passive voice. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a passive voice one, right?
Passive.
And we also know that if we have the first siga, right, in Madi, then there is a chance that the file could come after this. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So do we see Musa after Suila?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Suila is like when you ask a question. Urdu में हम कहते हैं सवाल करना, right? अच्छा, एक होता है उसने सवाल किया और एक होता है उससे सवाल किया गया. तो फर्क आ गया ना उसमें. एक माजी है, एक मारूफ है, एक्टिव वॉइस है, और एक पैसिव वॉइस है. तो मूसा जो है, व्हाट इज द स्टेटस ऑफ ए फाइल?
File is marfu. This is mansub.
No, this is not mansub. Why is it not mansub? Because Musa is mabni, right?
Yes.
Sister Zamka, Musa is mabni, and
Yeah,
mabni
yeah,
is
yeah.
so mabni is always, it doesn't take any harakas. In all three statuses it stays the same. Musa, Musa, Musa. But since we
Yes.
know that Musa is file in this context, and file is always supposed to be rafa, so we are going to say Musa is rafa here because it came in the place of where a rafa is supposed to be. Yeah. So
Brother Abid, is the word Musa file here because it's was asked.
right.
This is
So
Bible file.
so this is naib file, as Sister Zamka mentioned, because we're dealing with a majhul, and in majhul we don't know the file, but we must have a naib file. So here Musa is the naib file or the substitute file.
Okay.
Is that good? Okay. So
Yes.
min qabl, if we take min qabl as jar majroor, then do we have all three ingredients? We have Su'ila Musa min qabl, Musa was asked from before, or before he was asked, before Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the Prophet Musa's nation, or the people of Musa, or the one who asked him all those questions, right ones, bad ones, stupid question, and they had too much trouble for Musa because they used to ask him all kind of things, right? So min qabl will be jar majroor, that will be muta'alliq. Yes. So the components of a verbal sentence, we have a verb, we have the file, we have maf'ul, and we also have muta'alliq. And if maf'ul itself is missing, then muta'alliq becomes the maf'ul. Yeah. All right. So are you with me so far? Like, this kind of analysis before I actually show you the answers, is that getting your mind into action?
It does help a lot. Yeah, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Because
And brother Abed, sorry, when
Yeah.
we say min qabli, should we say qabli or qablu? It's qablu here.
That's a good observation. But let's see why is kablu, right? Let's see if we can find an answer to that. Yeah, you're right. It's supposed to be min kabli. But why is it kablu? I just caught this also caught my eye right now. So I don't know the answer, but let's see if we can find it together. Okay. So then the man here is a isme mausula again, right?
Yes.
Man is also isme mausula. So yatabaddal is a verb. Yes. Yes. Yatabaddal.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah.
third person?
Yes.
Mudari.
Third
Mazar.
person. Mudari.
Yes.
And is
Yes.
it singular?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because we're talking about and whoever, like any one of them, right? Anyone or one, whoever mean we are talking in singular, right? Al kufra, is this a noun?
Yes.
Okay, so yatabaddal is basically looks like a siga number 1 and is singular. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a
Mhm.
huwa in there, right? The file is there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we need a maful. And what is the status of kufra here?
Nasab.
Nasab. Nasab, right?
Yeah.
Because it's kufra, right? There is a fatha because it's singular. Yes, al kufra is a
Yes.
singular, right? So
Yes.
this is the maful. Okay. Bil imani. Bil imani is jar majroor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So this is like mutalik for this sentence. Yatabaddal al kufra bil imani. That is also another verbal sentence, right? Faqad dalla sawa as-sabil. So this is also a verbal sentence, madi,
Yes. Yeah.
and faqad is for taqid,
Ta'keed.
and it comes before the madi. Is dalla also first person, like first siga,
Yes.
right? Right. Sawa as-sabil, because of the off, I'm going to call it mudaf mudafun ilayh. The इसको
Yes.
कहेंगे सीधा रास्ता, right? Even
Yeah.
यहाँ लिखा है the evenness of the way. Sawa as-sabil, sawa होता है equal. Kafaru, indeed those who disbelieved. Sawaun is it is the same alayhim to them. A anzartum, whether you want them, am lam tunzirum, or not you want them. यानी उनको आप डराएं या ना डराएं, उनके लिए बराबर है, एक जैसा है उनके लिए, क्योंकि वो लोग ऑलरेडी डिसबिलीव करते हैं, क्योंकि उनके वो कुफर करते हैं, इसलिए आप उनको वो ईमान नहीं लाएंगे, चाहे आप उनको डराएं या न डराएं, उनके लिए बराबर है। समझ आएगी बात की? सो दिस एंड यू विल आल्सो फाइंड दिस वर्ड सवा, जब अल्लाह ताला जिक्र करते हैं नूर और जुलुमात का, तो वो कहते हैं कि क्या रोशनी और अंधेरा बराबर हैं? क्या एक शख्स जो राह रास्त पे है, क्या वो बराबर है उसके जो 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 गुमराह है? ये अल्फाज आपको कुरान में कई जगह नजर आएगा, सवा। ओके, तो इस रेफरेंस में अगर आप देखेंगे तो आपको ये बात ज़्यादा समझ में आएगी कि जो शख्स ईमान को छोड़ेगा, उसके बदले कुफर को अख्तियार करेगा, तो उसे ऐसे ही है जैसे उसने एक सीधा रास्ता छोड़ के अपने आप के लिए गुमराही खरीद ली, या गुमराह हो गया, वो गलत रास्ते पे चला गया, गलत पगडंडी पे चला गया सीधे रास्ते को छोड़ के। Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So inshallah with this, any questions before I move on? Are you guys ready to look at the grammar?
Yes.
Okay, so over here, is a conjunction, and conjunction को हम अतफ के नाम से जानते हैं, हुरूफ आतिफा, जैसे कि वाव है, है, लव है, ये सारे हम इनको कहते हैं conjunctions. इसका तर्जमा होता है और, तुरीदूना. So turiduna is a fi'l al-mudari. So there is a file. The file is plural, hum. And this an here is the isme mausula. And we also sometimes use it as shartiya. This is also known as an masdariya. And after that, we need a sila. And sila is commonly or normally a verbal sentence. So is tas'alu rasulakum. Is this a verbal sentence?
Yes.
Right. So tasalu is the verb, and it was tasaluna, so the file is still hum. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. And rasulakum is the maful bihi But before it becomes maful bihi, this is the combination of mudaf and mudafun ilayh. And the maful bihi is supposed to be nasab. That is why this word rasula is in nasab. Is that making sense now? That why rasula is in nasab? Because it's supposed to be the maful bihi for tasalu. That you ask the messenger. You ask, that's the action. And who you ask is the maful. Remember, there are so many categories of maful. How, what, when, because, things like that, right? It's what, who, what, when, how. Those are like 4 or 5 different variations of maful bihi. So this word called sub, it's called a subordinating conjunction, and it is something we did not study in detail, but in Arabic it's called harf masdari. And the easy thing to understand is that when this thing comes, it takes the noon away, and it takes the the mudare into this form, which is the takhfif one. It takes it in the second mode. It takes it to the here light mode. Is harfe atifa, turiduna fil mudare, and we know that this is home, but the home is shown in the as a suffix, and the wow is what what shows the file. Yes. So, and it is supposed to be rafa. So the una sound is the sound of the jama. An is the harf masdariya, and the tas'alu is the second person plural imperfect verb, subjunctive mode, meaning the noon has been dropped. Yes. And rasulakum is ism mansub wa kaf damir muttasil fi mahli har jar bil idafa. So this is kum from the attached pronouns, which is supposed to be status of jar, because mudafun ilayh is always jar.
Yeah.
Is that clear? That mudafun ilayh is always jar, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So then kama, then we know that the word or the letter kaf here is the harf jara, and ma is the isme mausula. So after that, we are supposed to have a sila, which is a verbal sentence, was asked Musa from before. And this is where we got the naib file, and then this min kablu is mutallik, right? Now, why this is not min kabli, I still don't know. So, but it is saying it is some majroor. So they're saying kablu is some majroor. So I need to understand why this. So we're gonna take a rain check on it for now, Sister Homa. We'll come back to this, inshallah.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. So again, the man here is the condition. It's a harf shart, man, and this is the yatabaddal, is the exchanges. So there is a huwa in there. File is the huwa. Al kufra is maful bihi, because it's the nasab. Yes. Right. So when we are looking at the verse, we have an idea that we're dealing with a verbal sentence. So we always looking for a file, maful, and mutallik. So you can see those components are all present in this yatabaddal. Kufra is in the status of nasab. So this is the maful bihi. Because what are they exchanging? The disbelief. Yes. So the word part is the disbelief, and with the faith. And usually when you have something like this, there has to be a, like you need to have this preposition, because it doesn't make any sense if you say the disbelief. So disbelief with something else, right? With the faith. Bil iman. So is bil iman is the jar majroor?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And since the statement is starting, a new statement is starting, so this waw is known as al waw istanafiya. Yeah. And this is the ism shart, because man is a harf shartiya, and fail mudare majzoom. You can see this is yatabaddali. So inshallah we'll look into the grammar, the surface sagir, and inshallah we'll know more about this. Okay, so what is the next one? Faqad is, so certainly this is the harf taqir. You can see this is alfa waqiya fi jawab shart, harf tahqiq. Tahqiq or taqid is the same thing. These are the two words used. Now, dalla, he went astray. So this is also this. We will look into this one, that this is from what Bab is this from. So file is there, huwa is there because this is Siga number 1. Is sawa also, if this is mudaf mudafun ilayh, is sawa nasab? Sawa'a, right. As-sabili is it majroor?
Yes, jar.
Jar. So that's why this is mudaf mudafun ilayh, and this mudaf mudafun ilayh together as a unit become the maful bihi for dalla. Where did they went stray from? From the evenness of the path, or from the straight path in a small. So this is the jawab shart, because whenever there is a harf shart, there is a shart and then there is a jawab shart. And in plain English we say if, then else. There are 3 parts to if, then else, right?
Yes.
If, the true part, and then the false part. Yeah. If, then else. So, or the condition comes that if this happens, if you work hard, you will pass. If you skip classes, you will fail. Something like that. These are the shart. So if is the harf shart. If you work hard is the shart, and the jawab shart is, then you will pass. Yeah. Making clear? Is that good enough?
Yes.
Okay. So let's take a look at turiduna. And the, so Sister Zamka, you said ra, waw, dal, right? Did you say the root words are ra, waw, dal?
I said that is wrong.
No, you're right. Aslama, yuslimu. The pattern is if'alun. So if you look at the English version of this, then it says, do you wish? Arada. Urdu में arada किसको कहते हैं?
इरादा करना.
Irada karna, right? So it's in the same thing that you wish that, right?
Intention.
Intention, right? So arada is the madi, yuridu is the mudare. So yuridu, then the second person will be turidu, right? Yuriduna, turiduna, because una sound is the second person jama muzakkar. Tasalu. Yeah. So this is mansub and is jama muzakkar from bab fataha yaftahu. This is seen hamza alif. So when you see a hamza in the root letters, what do we call this? Mahmuz. Yes. And this is a weak verb. So anytime you have hamza or in the root letters, or you have a repeating letter in the root letters, like if there was sin, lam, or if you have alif, waw, ya, those are all categorized as ghair sahi afwal, which is another name for them will be irregular verbs or defective verbs. Making sense? Okay.
Yes.
So sa'ala yas'alu, सल इसाल, अमर इसमें इस तरह इसमें आएगा, सल भी कह सकते हैं, इस आल भी कह सकते हैं। साइल किसको कहते हैं? सवाल करने वाले को, पूछने वाले, जो आपसे पूछता है, आस्क करता है, राइट? उर्दू में हम साइल किसे कहते हैं? जो मांगता है, राइट? मांगने से मतलब जो किसी चीज का सवाल आपसे करता है। कमा सुइला, सुइला इज द सेम फ्रॉम दी, but this is the passive voice. Yes. Sa'ala was the active voice and su'ila is the passive voice. Okay. Was asked. Yeah. Okay. What
Yes.
else? And yatabaddal. From Bab, tafa'ulun. Tadabbara yatadabbaru. Yes. So this is our pattern. And from this, the root letters are ba, dal, and lam, and from them madi will be tabaddala and mudare will be yatabaddalu. या और इससे क्या मतलब होता है? उर्दू में हम कहते हैं तब्दील करना, किसी चीज को बदलना, एक्सचेंज करना, राइट? Yes. Okay, good. And kufr, we know what kufr is. Dalla. Yeah, somebody had a question? Okay. Now look at this. I just mentioned that if you have repeat letters, lam and lam, in the same the root letters, then if there are repeating root letters, then they are known as muda'af, and they are part of the weak verbs. And look at this: seen, wow, and ya. Yes, are these weak letters?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So that means any verb which is going to come out of these, they will be known as weak verbs. So savi'a, yaswa, iswa, sawin, maswiyun, sawiyan. Yeah, from Bab Samia, and Bab Nasara will be this one: Sa'a, Yasu'u, Su, Sa'in, Masi'un, Sawa'un, Su'un. Is this the one we are looking at? Sawa'un?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.